Once again, my jank-ass audio setup has reminded me that I need to put a fucking post-it note on my setup before every stream, because there's always one thing I forget to do. Let's add the gain to the fucking volume. There we go. There we are. There we are. Okay. Anyway. This is what game is supposed to sound like. There's not a lot of this game is atmosphere, but there is some fucking stellar music in it. So, you know, it's not all just spoopy space noises. But yes, welcome. Welcome to Homeworld, fucking finally. Those wondering what happened to Hogwarts, largely played it to the point where I'm happy with it. I'm thinking about whether or not I want to commit to a full playthrough of it, but you know, we'll get there. But yeah, fucking it's stellar. Fuck me, it's space, forehead. But yeah, fucking yeah, welcome to Homeworld, finally. Jesus, I mean, Christ, I don't even know how long ago we did Deserts of Karak. That was a fucking while ago. Christ, God knows. I mean, the whole point was that I was going to play them all the way through so that you got the context of Deserts of Karak with Homeworld, because it flows a bit better as a complete story. So rather than wait to see if anybody fucking remembers, I've got a different solution, and that is the following. It would appear that is that no, it's not transport to the front. Ah, cool. I'm a professional streamer, guys. Promise. Don't fucking come here. That's fun. Screen. OBS, please work with me here. Well, there we go. Button. It's going to wind that back a bit, so you get to see see Space Muhammad explode again. Yeah, I'm just going to play this so that we can remember what the fuck happened.
My creator? The wrath of Smajuk will descend upon Karak in an unimaginable hailstorm of fire and death. Know that you will one day bring this fate upon us all.
Ourselves of what happened at the end of Deserts of Karak. The Duke is dead.
Before it is too late, step into his light and be absolved.
Sand NATO 1, guys, we did it. We defeated the Hover Sand people. This cutscene loud as fuck. It do be loud as fuck. Of course.
The truth of our origins is only now being revealed. Descendants of the great derelicts of Karak. We are all one. We are
Galcian
all
air units inbound.
Shan. My brother said
the cutscene.
Salvation lay in the desert. It's too early to know for sure if he was right. But one thing is certain. This is not the end, but rather a new beginning for us all.
Cinematic dong dong. And that's the credits. Cool. So yeah, that was that's Deserts of Karak, which we played some time ago. The game be loud, yo. Yeah, we played that some time ago, so just wanted to remind people what happened at the fucking end of that. I'm gonna bust this all down just a touch. Because you can hear space ambience be loud, yo. There we go. I see. How could anyone forget? Most people would, especially people who weren't there. But yeah, as it turns out, that the people of Karak, i.e., this sandball right here, he kills it. No, I killed. No, it wasn't such a car, was it? Ah, fuck. Oh, it's Ricky. Oh, it's Ricky. Looking forward to seeing doing a cooking stream. Well, yeah, one day. But the point my fucking goal isn't up. I just realised. Nope, nope, nope. But that's what I think it says. No, that's not what that says. Never mind. It looks like my scenes are out of date, but no, we'll get to that eventually. I believe it's down below anyway, so it's hardly a problem. Anyway, doing grocery shopping at the moment. No, well, what are you doing here then? Go get food. There. But yeah, so we discovered that it turns out we're not native to Desert Ball here, and for some reason the Gaussian, otherwise known as the space sand people, the hover sand people rather, were trying to prevent us from realizing that we were actually of the various clans, the various the various clans and the various groups of Karak are actually various. Are actually various different clans of the same people, and that we were once one people called Kashan, and now we realize that now we have like space coordinates to another place. We gotta find out. We gotta find our way there. No, I'm not going to play the tutorial because why the fuck would we? Game is super simple. Getting jazzed, yeah.
100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand.
I see we've built a bit of a dig site since fighting off Hover Muhammad. Cool.
Deep inside the ruin was a single stone that would change the course of our history forever. On the stone was etched a galactic map and a single word more ancient than the clans themselves. Higara, our home.
There you go. That's the map we found of the galaxy. Rock and stone, indeed. The stone will show us the way home. Are you ready for one of the most fucking iconic moments in gaming history?
The clans were united, and a massive colony ship was designed. Construction would take 60 years.
That's 60 years after the end of deserts.
It would demand new technologies, new industries, and new sacrifices. The greatest of these was made by the scientist Karen Sajet, who had herself permanently integrated into the colony ship as its living core. She is now Fleet Command. The promise of the Guide Stone united the entire population. Every mind,
the entire population,
on the true origin
including
of
the Gaussian,
every
what's after them,
on the construction of the ship that would seek it out among the stars.
Ah, yeah. ready. Y'all ain't ready for this.
Scaffold control standing by.
All stations green.
You're cleared to approach. You got it.
See, the game has remembered my my custom colors.
Scaffold decks A, B, C secure. Decks D and E secure. Scaffold secure. All systems green. Release crew standing by. What a beautiful sight.
This is Fleet Command. Reporting Mothership relaunch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Construction online. Cryogenic subsections A through J online. K through S online. Scaffold control, stand by for alignment. Alignment confirmed. Stand by, release control.
All caliper banks released.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away. Stand by for command line testing.
Command line green. Initial fleet in position.
Setting drives to idle.
May well have been the cutscene that got me into sci-fi.
Fleet intelligence going online. Our task is to analyze all sensor data and generate mission objectives. Before the hyperdrive test, several trials must be completed. Test construction by building the primary research ship. Test resource processing by harvesting the asteroid.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Fleet Command. I've got some volume to knock down because even though I turned this game down by 20%, it's still loud as fuck. So yeah. Yeah, hello.
Hyperspace
What?
module charging.
Yeah, see, get tripped up by the cat.
35% capacity
Good.
and rising. The mothership
But yeah,
will be
that
ready
was,
for the hyperdrive test in 10 minutes.
That is actually
Collection
like
confirmed.
known as one of the most
Stand down.
iconic
We're on
fucking cutscenes in gaming, by the way.
Stand by to begin combat
'Cause
trials.
a
First, we will
lot
be
of
monitoring
games had big
formation
ships taking
performance.
off.
Target drones have been provided
But
here.
Not every game had a
Assign
DJ for
formation
strings.
fighters and destroy the drones.
And you can imagine, literally, like, I played this game when I was like 5. Like, I was a small kid, definitely too young to be playing this game. But yeah, I wouldn't know it for many years, but I was pogging out of my mind when I was watching it. Like I say, it very much would have made me, it solidified me as a fan of sci-fi. It's what got me into it, really. It's what got me interested into it. So I love the environments, by the way. So, fuck. So you'll find that I am.
Moving on.
This game is fucking stunningly beautiful, by the way. Like the environments are just fucking awesome. Anyway, pretty sure it was. Not fucking 5. Yes, I fucking was. No. I was playing this shit at 5. I was extremely young when I played this. You primarily play this game at in 2 modes. You get this normal map here. Where did half of the?
Moving to destination.
Yeah, they just kind of collapse in on each other. But yeah, you primarily play this game through 2 modes, which is like out here in like the normal view where you see what things are doing and like the actuality of things, and you get the center map, which is a good overview for what's going on in local space. And I mean, just kind of zooms everything out. You can even get a bit closer, but yeah. Also, yes, the cinematic bars are required. Oh, big time. Like, I have been PC since I was extremely small.
Destination locked in.
But yeah, this game is fairly simple. You get these stances, which is up speed, up, no, rather it's up evasion, up damage.
Mothership.
No. Also, there are hotkeys. One must remember. There. So yeah, you get up damage, up evasion. Evasion, as a speed, as you can expect, makes them harder to hit, but damage makes them smack harder. Shocking. Then you get behaviors, which are, will defend self but won't chase, won't move from current position, and then
set to full power.
will act and will. So this is like will defend itself and pursue, if I remember correctly. This is like will defend itself but won't pursue, and then this is actively will seek out targets. Yeah, the sound in this game is pretty fucking good. So yeah,
Mothership.
in order to manufacture shit, so the old UI was not this. The old UI was clunky and awful.
Awaiting orders. Construction underway.
What was that noise?
Formation trial complete.
Oh.
Flight analysis shows a 22% increase in combat performance. The next trial will test the effectiveness of tactics. Stand by to begin tactics.
They have a normal tutorial.
Use aggressive or evasive tactics.
But they put in
engage the target drones here.
But they put in this little section of, hey, here's how fucking tactics work.
En route.
Just in case you were silly enough to go ahead and just jump right into it.
Lock all weapons on target.
I think we can manufacture scouts. We do have salvage corvettes that we can produce. Not much point in doing so right now.
New research available.
Now, unfortunately, we're only allowed to build one. And we can already research heavier fighters, because these are little scouts. If I zoom in on one. Yeah, these are like little scouts. Also, yeah, you can get right up into these ships, by the way. And like even down to this level, the ships are actually fairly detailed. I mean, this is the smallest ship you'll probably get. And like this is just a little scout, which has got just a couple of little guns on it. Nothing too biggie.
Emerging from hyperspace.
And then you get the interceptors, which are like the scouts but bigger. As you can imagine, the scouts have a slightly wider identification radius around them. It's kind of harder to see in the remastered version, where they get this great big bubble
Tactics
around
trial
them.
Complete. The next trial will test the performance of the salvage corvette.
Oh, we do need to build it.
one and capture the target drone here.
The ancient aliens.
Research complete.
Yeah, it's really easy to get disorientated sometimes. Wait, shit. Right. Starting this earlier.
Move order confirmed.
Mothership.
I mean, to be fair, this game was doing three-dimensional space combat in like 99, which is already better than most people these days. There, let's have a look. It's a civilian ship, but yeah. Also, it's not normally this color, by the way. I must have set colors a while ago. So, normally it's like a far paler color, but mine's black. Just kind of deal with it, eh? Okay, so it wants us to build a salvage corvette.
Assembly underway.
I mean, it is a colony ship, Justin. It's not a warship.
Interceptor complete.
This is the ship that's going to bring the Kushan home. We're leaving.
Interceptor complete.
Yeah. And you get the
Interceptor complete.
then you get the interceptors, which hit a little harder and are a bit harder to kill, but don't have nearly as big a detection radius. Now, like I say, it's kind of hard to see here. There's like this blue radius. You see that there? That's the sensors. That's like the short-range sensors range. That's kind of lets you know what is and is not going on within your sphere. Call it visual range if you like, even though that's not realistic. But Yeah. Okay, so where's the salvage Corvette?
Reporting.
We've got a
Destination
something over
locked
here
in.
that I need to salvage. There. The weight classes are fairly simple. You get was it fighter, corvette? I want to say frigate. It's a capital ship, and you get resourcing ships here, and then support ships here, like non-combat ships. Ah, there it is.
Copy.
So, oh, come out.
En route. Ready.
So, Corvettes are salvage Corvettes are fun because they are literally the yoink class. Is that they just go yoink? So their whole thing is that they can yoink ships. Literally, that's what it is. They can just yoink ships. But I always have a core of these things. I'm gonna start off with 2, but yeah. So I always have a core of these things because a lot of this game is about resource management and being able to make the best of what you've got. So having a small group of ships that can yoink enemy ships at will is kind of a good idea.
Stand by for a hyperdrive test. Internal pressure doors will be sealed in 2 minutes. Abort systems standing by.
Hyperspace module fully charged.
Because you're a klepto, that's
I'm
why.
ready to initiate
It's
quantum wave generation.
we do what we
on
can.
your
Well,
mark.
we do what we have to.
Good luck, everyone.
All sections have reported in. We are clear to proceed.
Right.
Trigger the hyperspace drive at your discretion.
Right, we're gonna go into hyperspace. We won't watch this every time, but yeah, when you hit the hyperdrive button, all of your ships will then immediately start docking. So later on, when you get some of the bigger stuff, they have like the bigger ships have their own hyperdrives and therefore don't have to dock with the mothership. But obviously, the smaller stuff has to. So. Now, this game has a very unique way of doing hyperspace, I find. Like I'm used to like the Star Wars way of doing hyperspace, you know. I mean, like so like just going boom, off it goes, and you know, it's just like immediately like I always found the Star Wars hyperspace to be a bit funny because every time I see a ship immediately accelerate to near light speed, I just imagine all of the crew are just turned into red mist. But HOMEWORLD does this. Yeah, it's a bit different, I will be honest. Yeah, this is just like the hyperdrive test, so we're just kind of like jumping
All hyperspace systems operating
like a
at
short
full
distance.
power.
If the hyperspace targeting system is accurate, we will emerge in close proximity to the support vessel Car Salim. This ship has spent the past 10 years traveling on conventional drives to reach the outer Karax system. The Car Salim will monitor the quantum waveform as we return to normal space and assist in tuning our drive control systems. If the hyperspace module malfunctions, the Car Salim will provide
Actually, man, yeah,
assistance
fuck
and
the Disney verse.
resupply.
But yeah, I love this. Like the
Mission
fucking
objectives will be to dock with the support
Car
vessel
Salim
in
has
order
just
to
been
complete
out here for
adjustments to the
10
mothership and
years.
her drives.
ready to just wait for us to show up, so we can actually we can analyze what we're like when we arrive. Yeah. Significantly darker. I like so that's actually the Karax star, which I thought was really cool. That we jumped all the way out this way.
Hyperspace jump complete. All systems nominal, and the quantum wave effect has dissipated.
We have misjumped. The support ship is not here. Fleet Command will signal
And
the
obviously
Car
we arrive
Salim
and
while we confirm our current
all the
position.
smaller ships
This is
then
the
leave
mothership calling
the
support
mothership.
vessel Car Salim. Come in, please. We've misjumped and are requesting your beacon. This is the mothership calling support vessel Car Salim. Please
Yeah,
respond.
listen, please.
Priority alert. We have picked up the Car Salim's automated beacon. Send a probe to make contact and re-establish communications.
If we can, so we've worked out the customs beacon is there.
Roger.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot this was in the game. So, fucking You can, if had order smaller ships to kamikaze, which is funny to me. I forgot that was in the game. Right, so Carslim's out this way, so we got to build a probe to go see what the fuck happened. The worms, I should say. Yes.
Assembly underway.
I mean, it could be fucking dragons. We don't know what's out this way. Like I say, that I think that's supposed to be the like the Karak star. So this is how far out we've jumped. We are very much in deep space right now. But the scattered, much closer stars, and then that's the galactic core. According to the galactic map, we are on the absolute edge of the galactic disk.
Probe dispatched.
Yeah, probes can only ever move once. You're still orbiting Carrick. Yeah, we're pretty far out from Carrick, but we're still orbiting. It's like not quite Pluto distance, but yeah, probe
collector awaiting instructions.
Yeah, probes can only ever move once. So we get one bop at this this thing, but as you can see, the probe's detection radius is fucking stupid. This is where the Carsalim's bloody beacon's coming from. Oh shit. Holy shit, there might actually be dragons out this way. Somebody fucking went to town on this bitch. So we've had now one interaction with alien life, and already we hate them. Magazine technician. It's a supply ship. Doesn't have a magazine. Oh shit.
Ready.
They're
Defend.
attacking. The mothership is under attack.
Defend the mothership.
Incoming units. The mothership must be defended.
Remind me how expensive these guys are. A lot. So yeah, straight away.
Acknowledged.
Gonna
Weapons
send those guys on aggressive.
Acknowledged.
I'm gonna send the Yoink squad out.
Roger. Ready.
Make sure they're both on speed. And when I say the Yoink squad, I mean it. Hippity hoppity, your ship is now my property. They literally just roll up and yoink enemy ships. It's great. But as you can see, the Xenos ships are pretty pants compared to ours. Let me just join on the scout for demonstration's sake. You can't be pirates against other pirates. You know, that's just logic.
Stay on top of them.
This is where like smaller craft tend to fight. They just kind of flip around. They do like these little like strafing runs with each other.
All right, let's heat it up in here.
I don't know. And they just kind of like fly off and then come back in for another gun run.
Complete.
There she goes.
Further orders.
And now it's just this missile corvette that's just kind of hanging around.
Pursuing target.
Missile corvette? Oh, standard corvette. Yes, there's a hippity hoppity, your ship is now my property. So presumably we
Hostile units destroyed.
we robbed their corvette, killed all the occupants, and now crewed it with our own guys.
Repairs are underway.
Ready. Destination locked in.
The Carsalim has been destroyed. Heavy weapon damage is visible on the remaining fragment. A salvage corvette must be sent to retrieve the mission data recorder.
Right. Can be done. Right, so how much then is another resource collector? A lot is the answer. What did we thieve? We thieved a missile corvette. It's just like that movie, the one with the long space battleships. Oh, long space battle. Spaceballs? Oh, it could be a lot of them, Justin.
Standing by.
That's what, oh yeah, the one where they're comedically long, because obviously that one's just a piss take of the opening shot of Star Wars, where it's, you know, silly long. The game is very loud. I keep trying to suppress it, but it keeps getting louder. Yeah, we decided to thieve their stuff. I seem to remember, like, they keep their old paint job in the mission in which you nick them, but afterwards they
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
But afterwards they I think they get repainted, like, in hyperspace, which
Roger.
bit of sense, I suppose. I set them on standard. Where's the... yeah, there is guard.
Escort pattern locked in.
Yeah, if you tell them the guard, they'll just stick like glue to whatever you tell them to accompany, and then they'll just kind of roll off in that direction. Now, because the salvage corvette is unarmed, I'm gonna have it constantly on evasive, so that just gives it a speed boost. And like, there's literally like almost no benefit to giving it to putting it on aggressive because, well, got no guns. What are we amplifying? There. And then this is resource collection, which I always kind of liked, because they could have just put a mining laser on it, but no, it's literally like sucking the useful elements out of this out of that asteroid, and you can see it getting smaller and just desiccated, which I always liked. It was like a unique way of doing it. A word you'll hear a lot with me using to describe Homeworld is unique. Is that I still, even to this day, haven't really seen a game like it. There's a precious few games actually fucking do space combat in 3D, which annoys the fuck out of me. Oh, there's actually resources around the castle in.
Priority alert. Additional hostile units detected on an intercept course with the Car Salim. Protection of the salvage team is a primary objective. It must return to the mothership with the mission recorder. We need that data.
Ready. Weapon set to full power.
So yeah, they're descending from up top there. Oh, there you go. Well, I was wondering what they were doing, but the salvage team is already buggered off in the other direction. And now some of them will engage, others won't.
Acknowledged. Destination locked in. We've got enemy contact.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Copy. Moving to
So let's do this instead then.
move attack confirmed.
Seeing as this appears to be where the
enemy contact.
enemies are. And if they're just going to fly right past us, then we can just do this and just strafe them dead.
We're under fire.
Hey, nice and easy. Because like, when they run like that, it's actually better for your fighters, because that way they don't miss and have to come all the way fucking back around. Anyway. Yeah, so obviously this is the beginning, so space battles are relatively small and consist primarily of fighters.
Team docked safely. Downloading mission data recorder. Replaying last entry.
Roger. Docking with mothership.
Don't dock. Move.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
What do you mean you detect a hyperspace entry? The mothership isn't due for...
Sir, I have multiple contacts on closing vectors. Unknown profiles. No recognition codes.
Standing by.
They're not ours.
Well, if they're not ours,
Or set.
who the hell are they?
Acknowledged.
Sir, they're coming in fast. Check. Incoming fire. We are under attack.
On our way.
Let's gather up the fleet.
Across all decks. Hull integrity failing.
Consonant to mothership if you are receiving a fourth hyperdrive test. Repeat, a fourth hyperdrive test.
Oh, the child from a war zone, another UN is after me. Ah, Herr Putin. Welcome, welcome.
Ready. Docking with mothership.
Quickly tell the fighters to rearm. Because the game used to have a mechanic called fuel,
Docking signal.
and it would, like, if ships ran out of fuel, like small ships ran out of fuel, they would It gets slower and easier to kill.
It's advancing on our position. Organize a defensive force to protect the mothership.
But thank Christ they did away with that. So docking just... It refreshes their health, and if they have expendables like missiles, then they get refreshed. What we got? Still just corvettes. I'm not too crazy about nabbing corvettes, to be honest. I missed a lot of Homeworld already. I mean, we're only on the second mission. So, you did miss one half of the best cutscene in fucking gaming. What the hell?
It's an enemy carrier. They appear to be reinforcing their squadrons of fighters and corvettes with it.
It looks like a dumpster. Is it moving? It is moving. I mean, we're doing okay. I mean, these ships are cheap, so even if I lose one or two, then I'm not too worried. They're only fighter craft. So, boys, fuck them up. Fuck them up. I say, just beginning of this game is fairly tame. I mean, how many salvage corvettes do you think it takes to go hippity hoppity? Your carrier is now my property. There we go. That's it, boys. Fuck the aliens. Let's go.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
That's it. That's it. Get into it. Yeah, one of my
Selector under attack.
one of my thieves corvettes is already bopping him.
Enemy contact. Resource operation reporting enemy
Fuck
contact.
fuck the aliens. Fuck them to death. Oh, there he goes. He's attacking my fucking resource shit, like research ship. We've not lost any. I think I've lost one or two scouts, but
These enemy units are inferior to ours.
I'm right.
To protect against penetration of the Karak system, destroy the attacking force completely.
Group 1 copies.
Well, I'm gonna need some. I'm going to need some slight.
Combat stations look sharp.
I'm going to need some slightly bigger guns then. Not giving me anything, but in that case then.
Berths are clear. Construction underway.
Build a squad like a wing of interceptors again,
Reporting. Light fire.
just to have something a bit bigger to hit them with.
Engaging targets of opportunity.
Quickly dock everyone.
Interceptor complete.
Luckily, interceptors do in fact build very quickly.
Interceptor complete. Mothership. Interceptor complete.
Group 1 copies.
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Engaging targets of opportunity. Standing by.
Group 1 reinforced. Interceptor complete.
I think this is the last interceptor coming out here. Gimme.
Group 1 reinforced.
Tell them all to be aggressive and set
Confirmed.
them to powered weapons. Are the humans using space croissant? That looks goofy. Eh? Oh, that's a symbol of the Kushan that they found inside the ruined ship. Yeah, it looks like we're only losing scouts, you know, being the smallest and most lightly armed kind of ship out here. That doesn't exactly shock me. Like, get his ass!
We got company.
The whole ship looks like a croissant. Oh, I mean, the mothership. Well, according to like design briefs, it was designed to look like a pregnant woman. Apparently, that's like what the design brief said.
Roger. Destination locked in. Docking with mothership.
I'll quickly tell them to dock to mitigate damage.
Group 1 reporting.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to. I honestly don't think we're going to be able to deal with their carrier. Not with these resources, anyway.
Got one.
Not that they're all chasing bloody fighters, which take ages to kill.
Assume combat station.
Now they're actually going after a bloody corvette.
Group 1 reports victory.
Status report.
That's another one. Oh god, press the wrong button. Destroy the carrier. And okay, so apparently I've got to bop the carrier. In which case,
Construction underway.
Build another wing.
Underway. Group 1 standing by. Group 1 standing by.
Just kind of overwhelm them a bit.
Interceptor complete.
The hippity hoppity your ship is now my property ships.
Confirmed.
Start carrying about a little bit of mild privacy, piracy.
Interceptor complete.
As, they should stop
Under fire.
once they realise that
Interceptor complete.
their carrier's at risk.
Moving to destination. Group
They get him.
1.
Interceptor complete.
That's all of them. Ready for orders.
So your ship is now my property.
Interceptor complete.
Mine, bitch. And they're just gonna go ahead and cart those away for me.
Reporting.
Group 1 reinforced.
Attack coordinates locked in.
If they want to try and put me in a production war, then that's fine. And I'll just nick their stuff.
Target confirmed.
At this point, I think honestly, just
We've got a situation.
sod the fighters. Just go after the carrier. See if we can't spook them.
Enemy units are retreating.
There you go.
Objective
As soon as you bop the carrier, they spook.
Karak.
Docking with mothership.
I'm gonna tell the whole fleet to dock us so we can get the aliens to sod off quicker. Because there's still resources out here. Now, here's one thing I wish I'd known before playing this game playing the remastered version for the first time. The moment you hyperspace, it auto collects all the resources. So right now it's just a case of, do I want to build anything else whilst I'm out here? Because honestly, I want to beef my support elements a bit more. But I'm gonna build a resource collector and a research ship. Because they're on different, so you get to build one of, like, each of these is its own production queue, so you can build one ship from each queue simultaneously. So yeah, the resource collectors will keep doing their job. What's he doing?
Copy.
He's trapped. No, he's doing something. God knows what. Yeah, you want to have a good resource collection core, because stripping any area of resources quickly is imperative.
Resource collector complete.
Pot friend. Ugh. Never understood pot friend, I will be honest. So we've got a handful of corvettes that we've thieved from the enemy. You know, one resource ship, one resource collector.
Stand down. We're on hold.
And this time we will quick dock and get the fuck out of here. See how my resource count just skyrocketed there? Oh, pot friend, you're present? I just... Nothing. It just, it invokes memories of, Yu-Gi-Oh! There it is. Reminds me of Pot of Greed. A little bit.
Analysis of wreckage reveals the hostile units are using strike craft ranging from fighters to combat corvettes.
Which isn't huge.
All pilots will be briefed in case hostiles have penetrated farther into the Karak system.
Bangin'. We have some aliens to
On our
fight.
return to Karak, the final outfit of the mothership must be accelerated in order to defend against possible future attacks. Many major mothership systems are still incomplete. We will notify Karak's missile defense system of this possible threat. The mothership will then dock with the scaffold for repairs. Stand by for hyperspace exit to Karak.
Bangin'. I mean, we've only met one race of aliens and they already attacked us, which means we can't be blamed.
No one's left. Everything's gone. Karak is burning.
Karak is being consumed by a firestorm. The scaffold has been destroyed. All orbital facilities destroyed. Significant debris ring in low Karak orbit. Receiving no communications from anywhere in the system. Not even beacons.
Wait. On the maintenance frequency, I'm getting a signal from the cryo tray systems in orbit. One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them. These ships are different from those we encountered at the Kar Slim. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak.
Okay, I want to build more fucking.
And destroy the rest.
Resource collector awaiting.
I want to build more yoink ships, but you're not letting me.
Construction
Give me
underway.
more. Yeah, quickly yoink that, please. Oh fuck! No, I lost it. Oh yeah, I bought the newest Adam Jensen game, MechWarrior 5.
One standing by.
Okay. And, oh yes, of course, it's got the fucking voice actor in him. I forgot that. Where's the?
Group 1 standing by.
Where are the salvage corvettes?
This is a cakewalk. No problem.
Oh, they're both dead now.
Units. Group 1. Attack vector laid in.
Mothership.
Assembly underway.
Man, assault frigates. They have assault the name.
Confirmed. Destination locked in. New target.
Yeah, fuck. I need a second
Wing, watch your course.
second yoink ship.
Ready.
There it is.
Wingman, tighten it up. We've got a
Come on, quick time. Come on, quick time, boys. Come on.
looking good. Stay tight. Hold formation. Let's get in there.
Whilst the fighters try and deal with the other ship. We just need a double barrel. Oh yeah, everybody knows an interceptor can blow out the lungs. And then when we get the next corvette out, we will use it to start bringing these trays in. Wait, give me. There it is.
Destination locked in. Copy.
Quickly, please. Yoink. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Standing by. We're under fire. Assume combat state. Light fire confirmed.
Quickly yoink the other one.
Stay on top of them.
Group 1, reports victory.
Finally, Jesus.
Group 1 copy.
You lot of shit.
Salvage corvette complete.
Moving
Christ, I need some bigger guns.
Standing by.
So, yeah, we're all that's left. As you can see, Karak is somewhat fucked. I mean, bear in mind, we were from the north, so... Yeah, that's all of that. Just fucked. Completely.
Confirmed. En route. Copy.
So really, what's in these trays is what's all that's left of us. And I let two of them go. I'm smart.
Enemy frigate captured.
Enemy units neutralized. Begin salvaging the cryo trays.
That was the plan.
Hostile vessel captured. Crew interned. Interrogation is underway. While searching the enemy ship's computer systems, we came across these flight recordings.
Yeah, I think that's all the cryo trays at least yoinked. Be a minute before they can all come into the ship. Entire desert story except for the floaty Muhammad called a righteous jihad and your UN looking ass. Yeah, I reviewed it when I started, but yeah. Hover Muhammad predicted that the Great Seljuk would bring a horrendous firestorm from the skies if we ever went against his teachings.
Group 3 moving in. Alright now, stay together. Ready, spread. Incoming missiles. Evasive maneuvers. We're hit. Damage report. What's that? There's another one. Prepare for immediate surface bombardment to commence surface delivery. Orbital target acquired. Watch the spread pattern. Stay sharp. Target destroyed. All targets acquired. Multiple impacts can surface temperature. Estimated immediate surface temperature 1742 and stable. Clearance granted. Primary directive achieved.
Okay, so they just fucking lit our atmosphere on fire.
Analysis of the recording indicates that the Karak missile defenses heavily damaged the attacking fleet. However, we have concluded that at present they can still easily defeat us. We have therefore plotted a course to a deep space asteroid belt. There we can hide and prepare our fleet for an assault.
Fantastic. Like in my paint job, looks like Amazon in space. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you should see the original. And I might tab out and change it.
Our research division has analyzed the captured frigate. We have reverse engineered the drive technology and developed 2 new...
Oops. Turns out there's resources in the clouds of the ruins, so we can at least pick up some of what we used to have.
300,000 people secured.
Only 400,000 because my fucking yoink ships dallied a bit, but oh well. Still don't want the repair Corvette. I mean, to be fair, it's handy later on. Ah, good.
Construction underway.
Fucking resource controller is incredibly useful. It's a resource drop point away from your mothership, which is just fucking integral. But whilst we're here, I mean, I don't build the support frigates until I require. In the span of what, 30 seconds? Yeah, dude. Our fucking R&D department is crazy.
Let's go.
Vinny, what's that?
Local resources.
Our homeworld burns, and what's left on our ship is all that's left of our race. And our first mission that we've decided upon being orphaned entirely is let's go kick the ass of the fuckers who did this to us. Yeah, I don't tend to build support frigates until I need to have fighters operating away from the mothership, which doesn't happen for a while. To be fair, I mean,
Group 1, ready.
What do I really have in terms of military? Not a fantastic amount. Yay. So yeah, the resource controller is probably the biggest ship we can build right now, and it's a civilian ship, so what are you gonna do? The way I tend to run this is 3 resource collectors to a resource controller.
Roger.
All I need to do is park the resource controller above the resource clouds, because see, its docking port for the resource collectors is on the bottom. So if you float it above all of the resources, then they can dock with it easier. It also does have there's little pads on the back for docking fighters, which function as an escort. He comes from the north, yes, but so does Vinny. Yeah, let's have a look. So yeah, now we get to build our own assault frigates. Do we actually get to keep the assault frigate that we robbed? No, I don't think we do. Looking gay. And we shall build 2 of our own. Southern born, actually. Ah, see.
Assembly underway. Group 1.
And
docking with mothership.
Bill, I'm giving Vinny a chance to be civilized. Oh, that'll never happen. Vinny can't help but be a fucking barbarian. Yeah, you just park the resource controller there, and let the collectors do what they need, and that provides them a shorter route to drop off the resources, which makes them more available to you quicker. Not exactly rocket science. So you can have up to 6 research ships. It just makes your research faster. Technically, you don't need more than 1. I like to build the whole thing because prestige. But also, your research takes fucking ages otherwise. But I tend to limit myself to building at least building only 1 per mission. Otherwise, I would spend all my money on it in the first mission and die quickly. Yeah, that's the first one. I'll be a barbarian. If you pull the sword from the stone in the ear and wield it like a hammer. I mean, not incorrect. Yeah, so this is our version of the assault frigate. If you want to know what the assault frigate, it's a not quite capital ship with a bunch of guns on it. There you go, sport. Yeah, I set the colors for the fleet before this. Clearly in another playthrough or something. My bad. Clearly another playthrough or something, and it remembered the colors, so it's still the black and red of my old fleet, which I might flip, to be honest, to be what it's supposed to be, as it were. So yeah, I'm just gonna build a couple of assault frigates this side of hyperspace, so I've got them for when we drop the other side. Because sometimes you do get assaulted right off the bat, and if we do, I'll be
Assembly underway.
I'll be glad for having more stuff. I mean, we've got it in the budget too, so I'll build a couple more yoinkers, and then move on. Because I always want a small core of the salvage frigates. Because their whole job is to yoink other people's ships, I like having a small core of them, especially now because obviously there's not much of us left. So stealing enemy equipment is incredibly important to me now. Oh yeah. And Carrick is burning as a mean. Like I said, I said at the start of the stream, I first played this game when I was like 5. I was extremely young, and this shit stayed with me, man. Like, holy shit, did this stay with me? And I reckon it's purely because of the music. Like, literally, a DJ for strings makes this so incredibly fucking memorable.
Group 1 standing by. Copy.
Right. Shit. Keep pressing out the Windows key button. Smart. Right, make sure the fighter group is Group 1.
Standing by.
Make the capital ships, in air quotes, Group 2.
Group 4 designated.
Make the yoinkers Group 4.
Group 1 reporting.
And Group 10 is the resourcing ships.
Copies. Reporting. Group 1 standing by.
Oh, right, we'll check out of this then.
We're on hold.
Turn into the darkest corner. So, whereas you may drive primates out of the north, but you never drive the primate out of the northern. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Tories have been trying for years and they've not been successful. I say you when you go to leave, all your ships will dock in, which you can watch, or you can just press that button.
That's everything. Seal the ports.
And all hyperspace capable ships then jump out, but any remaining resources auto collect on the way out, which is again something I really wish I knew in the last playthrough, because I literally waited for ages waiting for the resource collectors to finish getting everything in.
Cryogenic trays have been processed, and our colonists are safe for now.
Fantastic. So that's whatever our crew was plus 400,000.
We are all that's left of our world, our culture, our people.
From the interrogation, we learned that a frontier fleet patrolling the borders of a vast interstellar empire was dispatched to destroy our planet. The captain claimed our people violated a 4,000-year-old treaty forbidding us to develop hyperspace technology.
Sure, naturally.
Extermination of our planet was the consequence.
Again.
The subject did not survive interrogation.
Yeah, I bet he didn't. I mean, to be fair, I'd have shot him in the head too. I can't. I'm not going to be able to get over the fucking the environments in this game.
Hyperspace jump successful.
Scanner data indicates asteroid density is highest in this region.
Right.
Commence resource gathering.
Ready.
Right. Time to begin the eatings.
Destination locked in.
So, first things first, we'll send the resource collector off.
To increase harvesting efficiency, move your resource controller as close to heavy resource areas as possible.
No shit.
Collection confirmed. Reporting.
Come here. Go mine stuff. Go do your job. Mine stuff. There you go. This is the problem with the resource collectors. They take fucking ages to leave the mothership. Fuck's he going? He went back in. Strange creatures. There we go. So we don't actually know what's out here, but apparently this is a secluded area in which we may freely mine and build up our forces. So, the very least I could do is build up another ship. Donnie ain't much better than Newcastle, Chief. I would honestly say Newcastle's better by virtue of the fact that it's a bigger city and therefore has more in it.
Group 1. Assembly underway.
Calling it like I sees it. Honestly. And Donnie weren't bad, but Newcastle's a big city.
Complete. Mothership.
For a particular reason. Wait, where is... Why the fuck? No. Get out with you. And they can read. What, Newcastle? But they're closer to Scotland. Donnie got Urban Burger. Donnie do in fact have Urban Burger, but everywhere else has, you know, Five Guys. Now, I will admit, I will say Urban Burger is better than Five Guys. Urban Burger is a burger place in Doncaster. I don't know if it's a franchise, but it should be. Because what it is it's a burger chain like Five Guys, but doesn't quite cost the same amount. And they actually make things like to order. If you want something specific, you can do it. And it were great. Oh, it's over there.
Standing by. Resources locked in.
I'll do whilst we're building that. Then I'll build another resource controller, and another resource collector. Kick that out. I mean, that'll honestly be most of our resourcing operations sorted for a long while yet. Might as well just keep building up the big ship so that we've got some actual guns in the fleet. Or the football club more than the city itself, according to Google. Yeah, I say Doncaster FC, yeah. Henry Clarkson's from there? Apparently, yeah. Better than Five Guys, big mate. It's better than, let's say Five Guys suffers with franchise syndrome, though it's still pretty good, but he's nowhere near worth the price. Like, fucking Five Guys is extortion in Britain, it sucks. Fucking Five Guys in Britain is literally like, hey, you want a double cheeseburger? That's literally like slightly smaller in terms of circumference to like a Big Mac. You want a double cheeseburger with bacon? Like on its own is going to be like $11, Chief. Like fuck me. Like fucking fast food in Britain sucks now. It's like I thought the idea with fast food was it was somewhat cheap, and yet even Big Macs now are costing £6-7. And it's like, ugh, stop it, really. I thought the whole idea was a cheeseburger needs to cost £1, and not even the cheeseburgers cost £1 anymore. They cost like £1.50. Like, ugh.
Group 1. Copy.
Fucking inflation, man. Inflation gets everyone.
Group 2.
I can't grow fat anymore because I can't fucking afford it. It sucks. Alright, mind what the hell we're out here to do? We're collecting resources. I mean, naturally, but do so a bit quicker, please. There we go.
Long-range sensors indicate a mothership-class mass signature. It's coming in fast. Power readings are off the scale. Full combat alert. Stand by for contact.
Understood.
What the fuck? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Fucking resource controller's just like, bro, can you get like out of my way, please? It's covered in fucking markings, that's always fun.
Ambassador away.
Like we already had an ambassador.
Trajectory locked in. Hailing signals open on all channels.
Both times in Scotland, despite having one here in Hanover, both with tasty experience. Five Guys is great, just way too fucking expensive. Not worth. But I've yet to try it in shop. Maybe it's cheaper in shop.
Almost there. Fleet. We've lost guidance and are being drawn in.
Yeah, okay, that's a tractor beam. It's natural. I think my fucking Ramstein Air Force Base. Of course, yeah, it's an American Air Force Base. It's gonna have a whole shopping mall.
There seems to be outside, I can see.
It does appear to be a massive space station.
We are the Bentusi, and welcome you on spacefaring cultures, the Unbound. The outer limb trade routes were established in the first time by our ancestors. The resources you collect are of value to the Bentusi exchange. They will serve as an acceptable medium for trade.
Yeah, trade.
We are accustomed to equip trading partners with an exchange unit. It is therefore been provided to your ambassador as a gesture of goodwill.
Provided is a fun word of saying forced upon.
Fleet, this is Ambassador. We are clear of the Bentusi vessel. All systems green. Harbor control has released guidance and the exchange unit is secure. Receiving crews. Prep the quarantine chamber.
Oh, yeah, immediately, just don't trust it. Fucking aliens.
Roger that. Quarantine standing by.
Bentusi trading link established.
Give him $1 in return for his virginity and 5 pieces of space metal. Alrighty, well... Ion cannons for 500. Deal.
Tyrannic raiders, servants of the Tydam, are arriving. They must not learn of our contact.
I want 2... My bad, sorry. You're leaving because you're afraid of raiders, I think. But I immediately want 2 ion frigates. Make it happen. You're emotional. I actually had to leave. What, fucking long way north?
Reporting. Local resources exhausted. Fleet. Moving on.
I have a feeling the Yoink Squad's gonna have a lot of work to do. Emotional Justin? Yeah, dude. Fucking Justin got emotional over Spess movies earlier. It was actually beautiful. And it's still only the repair Corvette, and I'm gonna leave that where it is for now, because I don't have that much of a use for it currently. Oh, there.
Group 1 copies.
Yeah, no. Aggressive move, quickly.
Engage all hostiles. Mobile refinery under attack. Move attack confirmed. Show no mercy. Group 1.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Pursuing targets.
We're gonna roll the, I say roll, was a fun word.
Contact. En route.
There, you can modulate their height by pressing Alt, and then it lets you change their altitude. 3D position. Yeah. The memory of the movie gets me. That's is it a particularly sad movie? You know, Justin. Most people get sad at like Lassie or like. What was the film where the dog dies in the end? Fucking was it Marley and Me? I remember that one being a tearjerker in school, but a long way north. Like, I hope one day Justin writes a fucking book of his childhood, because that shit will make for good reading and a good like HBO series. Bill cried in Titanic. I did not. I tell you what I did. I actually found the Titanic somewhat interesting. I tell you what I did cry at. I cried at fucking Castaway. Like dead ass. I cried at Castaway. Like I did watch it when I was like 6. But yeah, no, dead ass. I cried at Castaway. Like when dude lost Wilson, I was in bits. Like, as a child, I just could not handle the loss of Wilson. Okay, some of them are going after this way.
Stay on top of them. Group 2 copies. Resource collector
Now,
under attack. Stay
the fun part about assault carriers, assault frigates rather, they're not great at tackling smaller ships, unfortunately. I mean, luckily I built up the interceptor core, so we are dealing with this. Not nearly as quickly as I would like, but, you know, we are dealing with it. And we are probably going to lose a resource collector to this, unfortunately. Unfortunately, fucking Corvettes are tanky buggers. Which means we are already going to have to rebuild one of the fucking resource collectors rather. Everything at home base is still fine. Now it's just a case of dealing with this shit. I mean, there's more of them. We call them over this way. Hopefully the guys defending the mothership get done soon, because they do need some help out this way. I think quick, sooner rather than later would be appreciated. There? Oh, there's shit. Oh, fuck. Yoink squad. Ho! Where's the other one? There it is. Quick time, quick time. That's it. Commence the yoinking. Hippity hoppity, your ion array is now my property. So one of the salvage ships is already on the other ion array. The other one's just arriving now. Hippity hoppity, your ion array is now my property. Because I could pay 900 resources for a new ion frigate, or I could just steal someone else's. You know, just saying. How is the resource crew? Oh, we've lost another resource collector. Not fun. If we could kill that sooner rather than later, please. Where the fuck did all the interceptors go? The fuck killed all the interceptors? Like, genuinely. See, we're currently cycling the new ships in. I believe we killed all the other iron arrays whilst we thieved 3 of them. Make sure that gets added onto group 10. Oh, they're actually dealing with these. I'm gonna float the assault frigates out here. Yeah, actually, imagine being emotional. Ah, Christ. Now, whilst it is not a bad thing to have feelings. It is a bad thing to let those feelings routinely get the better of you. Tell the frigates to get out here as quick as they can. As soon as they're in range, we'll start fucking them up. This is the thing. There we go. As soon as the
raider carrier has been located. It is reinforcing their squadrons of fighters.
As soon as the assault frigates are in range, they can actually fuck up the corvettes with some regularity. Whilst the interceptor core is rebuilt. There we go. Those 3, and then give me the 2 ion cannon frigates that we built. And tell them to move in this direction, please. Also, seek out targets. Give me, yeah, every interceptor we have, please. So tell them to get on that frigate. Quick, this carrier. I don't even want to keep the carrier. I just want it dead. I'm agreeing myself as a psychopath into you kind of have. There's definitely the text-based impression that you give, Justin. Okay, come out. There we go. Retract these 2. Tell the Yoink corvettes to get out here at all haste. Tell him to back off. He's actually dying. Give me the fucking back off, you. The ion frigates then have to chase him, and the Yoink crew can come in and nick their ships. You can see the ion frigates are not fantastic at hitting small targets.
The carrier is retreating. If it escapes, they will warn the Tidan fleet of our pursuit.
I'm aware.
Allow them to hyperspace.
Although I wasn't planning to. I mean, we just thieved 2 of their 2 last remaining ships, so it's not really a problem. Still love that this is a mechanic in this game. Just yoink, and it's mine. They're attempting to hyperspace, but no, they're not rushing, are they? So these ion cannon frigates are literally just a gun in a ship. Oh, there he goes. There she goes. Good ship. Gather everyone back home now. Right, deliver on the docker. Right, now we have to replenish losses. I somehow have built 5 resource collectors. Okay. Well, I must have miscounted earlier, but alright. Grab the other resource controller, other resource controller. There it is. Ah, there's some resources up here. I think if I remember correctly, like carriers and motherships give they like leave behind some amount of resources when they die, so you can actually somewhat scavenge enemy ships. I want to say capital ships do it too, but I'm not, like normal capital ships like destroyers and the like, but I'm not sure. Tears rolling down his pressure levels. Dude, fucking it depends, right? Because like text Justin, like text-based chat Justin is an emotionless psychopathic asshole who will never feel anything for anything other than himself. Text Justin is the nicest guy possible and would feel bad about stepping on a snail. You know what I'm saying? It depends on who we're talking about. Because Justin in chat versus Justin in voice call, different. I'm fully convinced they're different people. So you can't look at me and tell me that the guy who was playfully saying Yahoo in a voice chat is the same guy as in text.
The Tyrannic Raiders have been defeated.
No shit.
We can now return to our immediate goal.
I have
for an attack on the Taidan fleet that devastated
I mean,
Karak.
you say preparation. I have thieved many ships from the Tyrannics. I mean, how many we do? 5. So that's 5 ion arrays frigates that I have thieved.
Have been transferred to Fleet Command.
So we've got plenty of ion cannons, like one would say verging on too many. But I simply see this as the chance to 1, build a small repair corps. 2, the repair, the Yoink fleet is just fine. How is the, I mean, what is this? Is 4, so that's 8, 12, 16, 17. Is now 20. 2. And then I want at least 2 more ion frigates, and then we can get out of here. Yeah, we do actually have the chance to build light corvettes. I'll see if I have the money for it. Because currently I am uncertain. Let's get the repair corvettes going on the capital ships. Again with the fucking Windows key. Because a lot of this game is based on Alt. So me being the fat fingery boy that I am. Yeah, these are the repair corvettes. They're fun. I believe that the smaller ships can dock under this. What the fuck? It's weird how they're, for some reason, that it gives the gun sound effect whenever they start this little beam up. Funny to me. Alright, so yeah, all we need now is the assault frigate. Looks like we got more than enough money to research the Corvette class. So yeah, the research ships all dock together into a donut, and I always find that quite funny. Actually, I have any ideas how happy I was to see her full name was Ryven the Druid. Just Ryven the Druid. Where'd you get that from? I mean, she does have a druid character, but her name is Ashrin, not Rywen. Rywen is a ranger. Man's is like proper curious now. There she is. There's the first one. How is the resource gathering going? Oh, I see. These are big chunks of ships. Well, big is an odd word. So they have to take them all the way back to the mothership in order to count, which is a bit shit. Because I don't know if these repair between missions. So I'm going to have a couple of repair corvettes out just to make sure that when we go into the next mission we are properly ready. And then once this assault frigate comes out, we will be moving on, because here's the thing, the fighters counter really other fighters. Like these fighters are just like interceptors, just like little air superiority boys. But really what the fighter class of ship is for is it's really for ion bombers, which are fucking lethal to capital ships. You take them out via corvettes. Corvettes struggle to fight. Corvettes are good against fighters, but they struggle against frigates. Frigates get bopped by capital ships, and then capital ships get bopped by more capital ships or ion bombers, whichever. Yes. Wolves are symbiotes. Shut up. If I was any animal, a fucking wolf? Absolutely not. That was calf stick. It was very much calf stick. I'm good, frankly. You know, wolves are for assholes who think that they can survive on their own. Nah, I got lions. I realize I need my people. My people need me. I got the heavy corvette upgrade as well. Corvettes are good anti-fighters, so I like having them, like having the option to build them. But I'll only ever build them reactively. Justin, your lack of game is showing. Jesus Christ, Justin. Your lack of game is showing. Anyway, we've built the other ship anyway, so let's just get the fuck out of here. Because it collects everything anyway. And we can resume the heavy corvette upgrade on the other side. Whip. Alright. Now we're going to go kick...
Controllers are available.
No shit. We are now off to go kick the ass at the people who destroyed our homeworld, because that is our obvious first port of call. Because why wouldn't that be the first thing that we do? We're the last of our people, so naturally we go looking for a fight.
By the tyrannic raiders. Combat and sensor systems returning to optimal functionality.
Our first hyperdrive test led to near genocide. Carrick, destroyed. All of us. All that's left. Hunted by 2 alien races.
That's character customization? What the fuck did I make of this?
We must focus
fucking
on
Diablo 4 I'm really unsure on.
That destroyed our world. Coming up on hyperspace coordinates.
100%. You've clearly never met an actual metalhead then. Christ, that is some serious crap. Like that pickup line is utter shit. So shush.
Hyperspace 6.
Yeah, I like Diablo, so I'm hoping for big things. Me too, man. Like I'll look up when the release date is and determine if I have enough time for a Diablo 3 playthrough.
We detect large resource deposits, but no vessels. It is possible that the Titan could be hiding in the denser portions of the belt.
I mean, if I were looking to drill and repair my fleet, that's where I'd be hiding.
Should be kept on alert.
I like Diablo 3. It was. No, Diablo 3 was great. It was a great deal of fun.
Ready.
Group 1 reinforced.
Group 2 copies. Roger.
Group 2 reinforced.
There not be another. Oops. Did there not be another assault frigate? I seem to remember building 2. I mean, we lost one. We must have lost one. In which case, we'll begin the construction of another.
Group 2 reporting.
As we now send the fleet forth.
New heading set. Group 1 reporting. Moving to destination.
Start putting the ships on passive, because we don't want to be getting into trouble that we can't handle.
Confirmed. New heading set.
Right, let's just dispatch the resourcing operations. We've got that we can
en route.
Begin moving. Send one there.
Roger.
One there.
Ready.
Send 3 resource collectors there.
Confirmed.
Another 2
Resources
there.
locked in.
Get started on a 6th, so that the sides are equal.
Group 2 reporting.
What do you know? Cancel that.
Roger.
Yep, you're in group 2.
Reinforced.
Destination locked in.
There we go.
Destination.
The intro cutscene looks like nothing like a Diablo game. What, 3? Oh god, I'm trying to remember the intro cutscene to 3 now. Oh Christ, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember at all what that intro cutscene was.
On hold. Group 1 copies. Defensive perimeter set. Group 2, stay sharp.
God damn, like, I straight up do not remember at all. Give me that.
10. Ready.
Make sure that's all
Group 10.
or where it should be.
Copy.
I like how all the individual ships, by the way, have their own voice actors and call-outs. Really helps, like, sell that this is a... Sell the, like, the fact that you can just tell what ship is talking by the voice is just awesome to me. As you can see, these ion array frigates are a bit slow. I mean, the Tyrannic stuff is subpar compared to our own designs. I mean, like how big this is compared to our own ion cannon frigate, which is just better in all regards. I'm watching a stream. It's just different. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember the one you're talking. Unless the intro cutscene is not the one they showed at BrizCon, in which case, which is entirely possible.
Group 1.
So that is 22 interceptors. Let's make it 26, and then we will have a small gang of corvettes.
Group 2. Group 2 standing by.
Research
And we will engage with that.
Is now equipped for plasma bomb technology.
Oh, naturally.
We advise commencing research immediately.
New
Plasma
research
bomb launcher. So these are the attack bombers. Now the attack bombers are actually fairly nuts,
Corvette complete.
but you do want to sweep them in on their own. You don't want to.
Complete.
It's gone. Yes. In Hootspot. Oh god. We are reaching nth dimension level warp fuckery right now. Yeah, heavy corvettes, literally just anti-fighter machines is all they are. So we have a small gank of them to prevent, which are, really they're the counter bomber squadron.
Exhausted fleet. Moving on.
Whereas the interceptors are basically chaff, so that the attack bombers can get in on their own. You know, as soon as that's ready. Yeah, the resource collectors are now cracking on.
Research
There we are.
complete.
The attack bombers. I want a
Assembly underway.
squad of those, please and thank you.
Group 1 copies. Standing by.
Group 1 reinforced.
Yeah, so group 1 is going to be
Attack
fighters.
bomber complete.
Group 2 is going to be attack bombers, I
Heavy
think.
Corvette complete.
Destination locked in.
Yes. Group 2 is going to be attack bombers. Group 3 is going to be the frigates. Group 4 is going to be the corvettes, and Group 5 is going to be the frigates, I believe. Trust me, it's the easiest way to control this. It's not that it gets confusing; it just gets muddled. Fortunately, we've now run out of money.
Copy.
So we're now relying on the resourcing operations. I mean, we haven't exactly got a small resourcing operation.
Local resources exhausted.
3 resource collectors to a resource controller, and we've got 2 lots going at the same time. There we go, see? Because they all get full around the same time, they all queue up for drop-off at the same time.
Heavy Corvette
Because all they have to do is dock and then immediately undock, and we just get all of the money.
Attack bomber complete.
Yeah, as you can see, the longest part of this is flying up to them and then turning over. There we are, money. And then those resource collectors are now
Bomber complete.
on their way. Now that we've had a dock,
Standing by.
Heavy
Let's-
Corvette complete.
let's roll this forward just a bit.
Move order confirmed. Local resources
Right, I think
exhausted.
he's a little high, I think.
Roger.
So we'll move him afterwards. Or it is hoot spars, like an owl noise. I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, it's a spar in which you take one's owls. Clearly it's a part of the Potterverse.
Local resources exhausted fleet.
corvette complete.
Okay, so we've only got one heavy corvette left to finish, and then the bomber squad needs to get a move on.
Attack bomber complete.
I think we will have enough resources just about to finish all of this. Especially as the heavy corvette finishes, we should actually have enough.
Fleet, moving on.
It's important industry. Oh yeah, but there's nothing worse than having a dusty owl. All right, honestly.
Group 1, Group 2 copies.
That is 12 attack bombers. They will now be Group 2.
Group 2 designated.
Group 3 reporting. Reporting.
For fuck's sake, Windows key.
Berths are clear.
Group 3 designated.
Group 3 shall
Attack
be.
bomber complete.
Confirmed.
Ah, there we go.
Group 2 reinforced.
Reporting.
Yeah, that is 8. So Group 3
Attack
is the
bomber
corvettes. While Explorer is blocking chat. Thank you, Windows. Then we zip back up to the fleet.
Group 2 reporting.
4
Confirmed.
shall
Attention fleet. We
be
have too many collectors here. Expect delays.
out of you.
Full capacity. We're heading back. Group 1 standing by.
Yeah.
Group 1
That
standing
one was
by.
corvettes,
Group
and then you are going to be.
3 ready.
No, come here.
Standing by.
You're going to be Group
Group
4.
4 designated.
And then the Yonky boys.
Roger.
No, other Yonky boys. No,
Copy.
looks like
Confirmed.
Group 5
the
designated.
Standing by.
the thieving corps. Yeah, for fuck's sake, is Group 5 now. So let's gather everyone up. Assign formations. Yeah, apparently we moved a little bit too close to the sun there.
Ship profiles and markings match those from the recording at Karak. There is no doubt that this is the fleet. Destroy them.
Underway. Group 3.
Yeah, move them all forward.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
Pull everyone out.
Locked in. Group 2 copies. Group 4. Destination.
And then move the thieving corps in behind this so that we are ready to thieve the shit out of some stuff.
Show numbers.
Yeah, move on.
Pursuing targets. Strike group acknowledged. Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on. Frigate under attack. Group 2 reporting.
Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Move attack confirmed.
That's it. Tell them to move attack so the corvettes can start bopping some of these fighters. Oops. Yeah, these are the Titan. Their ships look a lot more military than ours. Given that they are a spacefaring empire, it makes sense.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Standing by. Group 1.
Well, we are actually beginning to rip them apart.
Collectors here. Expect delays.
You know, when I don't accidentally send away my entire fighter squadron.
Standing by. Pursuing targets. Engage all hostiles.
There we go. It would help if they could ever actually fucking hit anything, but you know. You know, this is why we have corvettes. Corvettes are the anti-fighter force.
Green line confirmed. Group 1 reporting.
Unidentified probe detected.
Group 2.
Resource collector, and that's a probe.
Group 2. Group 1 copies. Group 2 reporting. Show no mercy.
Not you.
Engaging target
You.
of opportunity. Defensive perimeter set. Group
Give me the bombers. Go after their resource collectors.
3. Standing by.
Destroy their collector to impair ship production.
New heading set. Moving
Easy.
while engaging.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Yeah, battles in this early on can get a bit hectic
Group 3 under attack.
due to the fact that
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Group 1 reporting.
like rather due to the fact that
Pursuing targets.
Group 3 under attack.
Local resources exhausted.
rather due to the fact that
Acknowledged.
you know, a lot of different ship types can get a bit get a bit hard to manage. But as soon as you start getting into like proper capital ships, it becomes a bit easier.
Bottom and rear sides.
Give me the cap ships.
Issued move orders while attacking to take advantage of this weakness.
I mean, we could.
The enemy is using an
Alternatively, we could just like outgun the fuck out of them.
with low maneuverability. Our research division reports that it can produce a similar vessel. Begin research as soon as possible.
I know. Float off. I want to nick it. I want to nick it. Ah.
4 reports enemy contact.
Resource collector taking enemy fire. Course set. Moving while engaging.
Group 1.
I see we already lost to the Yonky boys.
Moving to destination. Frigate under attack.
At the point in this game, keeping a perspective becomes difficult.
Resource operation reporting enemy contact. Standing by.
Drawing light fire.
Roger. Resource
Yeah, that's
collector
a
under attack. Resource
as a
collector
support
enemy fire.
frigate.
Group 1 reporting.
We'll tell the
Under attack.
Under
fire. Moving
the
in.
capital ships to actually be a bit aggressive then.
5 under attack.
Reading contact.
Group 4 reports enemy contact.
Stay calm.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
Group 4 under attack.
And one of them's already dead.
3 copies. Group 4. We got
Is it,
enemy
nick it, nick it. It's mine. It's mine, bitch.
Group 4 reports enemy contact.
Yep, mine, bitch.
Frigate under attack. Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on. Pick your targets. Strike group reports hostile.
Oh, naturally, they're all the way back in the mothership.
Group 1 reporting.
Alright, stay with me now.
Group 2
There we go. The
standing by.
attack bombers are actually making short work of these ion frigates.
Group 4 reports enemy contact.
Light fire confirmed.
This is why
Defeated.
attack bombers are actually really fucking good.
Stay tight.
Resource collector.
Because unguarded capital ships are just completely helpless against them. It's brilliant. So this one should be on the way out as well. As well as this, we're getting support from our own ion frigates as well. Easy.
Group 2 reporting. Group 3 copies. Strike group reports hostile contact. Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on. We're under fire.
There's our own fleet there. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Group 4 copies. Group 3 copies.
Those are destroyers. I would like some, please.
Stay on top of them.
Can we...
Local
defenders.
resources exhausted, fleet. Moving
Not
on.
interested in defenders.
Construction underway.
Unfortunately,
Under attack. Group 2 copies.
destroyers require three salvage corvettes to nick,
Got enemy contact.
which gets difficult. So for now, we'll have to make peace with
Heavy damage.
whopping a couple of them.
Frigate lost.
Oh no, truly, whatever will I do?
Light fire confirmed.
Group 10 reports enemy contact. Group 1 reports victory.
Oh, there it goes.
Refinery under attack.
Yeah, so now we're actually starting to get to some capital ships.
Stay on top of them.
Group 2 reporting.
Corvettes are still hanging around, that's good.
Engaging targets of opportunity.
Alright, so there it is.
Standing by. Breach in starboard fusion chamber.
I mean-
Confirmed. Acknowledge.
That doesn't mean, like, fuck's sake, fucking Windows key.
Ready.
Salvage corvette complete.
Roger.
I need to take the salvage corvettes to the destroyer, but I cannot do that.
Fire.
I need more of them.
Group 1 standing by.
Tells the
Strike group.
tells the
prepare for assault.
interceptors to stop fucking around.
Company. Group 2 copies. Group 3 reporting.
Luckily the heavy corvettes are putting up a fight against the enemy fighters, but they can't do that forever.
Salvage corvette complete.
But all of them? Those all of them.
Watch
Gimme.
your 6.
Gimme.
Supporting friendly units.
Gimme.
Reporting. Ready. Standing by.
This is looking good. Stay tight.
Strike group receiving fire. Acknowledged.
That's it,
Confirmed.
yeah. Go get him. It's mine.
Group 1. Group
Yeah,
3.
it's just, once again, I think unique is a word I'm going to use a lot when describing Homeworld, because you don't get games that do this often. Actual proper 3D combat in space. Just like breaks the camera like that.
Alright, hang in there.
It becomes difficult to see which ships are yours and which ones aren't.
Wingman, tighten
So
up.
I think some of that could be our paint job, I will be honest. I'm going to disband the formations and just tell them to go attack.
Strike group breaking up.
That's it.
Group 1 under attack.
Group 1. Engage all hostiles.
You're telling me I have one shot? Crap.
Construction
Well, he
underway.
can't move as he's versus salvage frigate on him, and he's very much on his own, so we just simply wait and build another salvage corvette and wait.
Group 1.
All of our attack bombers are dead. Naturalish. So we'll just wait for the corvettes and the interceptors to deal with the strike craft threat.
Stay on top of them.
Salvage corvette
There
complete.
we are. We do have the defender now. The defender's good, but
Stay on top of them.
it's It's unfortunately it dies very quickly because its job is to, you know, just kind of die in place of more important ships. And I don't like chasing good money with bad money. I have to go to that.
Moving to destination.
There we are. Come to
Group 4 has defeated the enemy.
fly over.
Friendly units. Roger.
Put them all on evasive, so that he gets a speed boost, so he can get to my prize quicker.
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Group 1 standing by. Group 1 copies.
Okay, we are severely battered.
3 standing by. Understood.
Corvettes seem to have fared much better than the fighters.
En route.
In not for the future. We have lots of money, so we should build more corvettes. More corvettes.
Clear.
And then we will rebuild the attack bombers.
Clear.
But this time we will not bother building any of the other ships. Yeah,
Attack bomber complete.
Standing by.
gonna send the repair corvettes out. Make sure our capital ships remain where they are.
Attack bomber complete.
Local
Ah,
resources exhausted.
the yoinking has begun.
Local resources exhausted fleet. Moving on.
This is a destroyer. It's a
Complete.
it is a far heavier warship. It's actually big enough so that we can actually target our first subsystem, which is the engines.
Corvette complete.
But on the much bigger craft, we can actually target down certain parts of the ship to disable certain functionality. And the destroyer is the first ship that is big enough to actually have a dividing, like a separate part. Okay, so let's see what we got in terms of frigates.
Reporting.
Again, not happy with the lack of assault frigates.
Berths are clear.
Is they're good? Because assault cannon frigates, ion cannon frigates are they're good. They're very good. They're good, but they're primarily anti-capital ship weapons. Because the assault frigates are anti-corvette weapons, and you do need to deal with the corvettes, otherwise they will just run you over. There we are.
Attack bomber complete.
As we slowly rebuild the fleet after that engagement, I think we came off better on that one, especially because he has lost most of his fleet, it seems, and there are actually battleships in this. I believe so. I'm trying to remember. I believe there is a ship called a battleship.
Attack bomber complete.
But like I said, this is like the fourth.
Heavy corvette complete.
This is like the fourth mission, and we've already got to the destroyer. So you know, we're doing okay. There we go. So now we're just kind of eating. How big? Fairly. I mean, biggest ship that isn't the mothership is the carrier, which is fairly big, but not this big. But you do get warships that are the entire size of this capital ship bay, and it does get fairly silly. I think the second game gets bigger naturally, because this game was like 91. There we are. Hippity hoppity, your destroyer is now my property.
Heavy corvette complete.
Lovely. Now, how did the resourcing fare in that? Didn't take any losses to not in HOMEWORLD 1. Battleships are warranty. Where are they now? Ah, I see. I thought I'd be misremembering that. Thank you, Argus, for correcting me on that. It's been, I've played a lot more of 1 than I have 2, so my memories kind of blend together on that one.
Heavy corvette
Right.
complete.
Yeah. But you'll be in 3 then.
Group 1 reporting.
I mean, to be fair, do what?
3 reporting.
Capital ships can now be in Group 2.
Group 2 assigned.
No, we'll keep them in 3.
Designated.
Group 1. Acknowledged.
I mean, Group 1, the bombers,
Group 1 designated.
and then Group 2 can be the, Group 2 can be the heavy corvettes, I think. That imply that you know the unit roster of 1 more than 2? Yeah, I thought. Yeah, here we are. I will remind you, Zabar, that this is me,
Reporting.
that we are talking about here.
Standing by.
Tell this lot to dock.
Docking underway.
Yeah, they got the repair frigates there. They can dock pretty easily.
Copy. Docking signal green.
So that's a damaged heavy corvette there. Can I just like
Local resources
move
exhausted.
repair order them?
Moving on. Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on.
Huh, I wonder.
Move attack course.
If I do that. No, that is not in fact how that works.
Resources exhausted.
A little saddened
Moving on.
is when to destroy count as capital ships. Since this game,
Group 2.
Alright, so that's...
Reporting.
I believe that is everyone built. Let's get back out there.
Group 2, en route.
Yeah.
Group 1 copies. There's
Bring
nothing
them
left
up
out here.
to there.
Frigate complete.
New heading set. Group 2 standing by. Move
There we
order
are.
confirmed. Course set.
Them in that way. And then that's both of the assault frigates as well. Bring them into group 3.
Reinforced.
Ready.
Oh, fucking Windows key.
Group 3 reporting.
Let's get used to issuing my orders in a
Destination locked.
sensors mode, because you can be a bit more, you get a bit more
Destination
context
locked
about where
in.
you're telling your guys to go. Oh, this is no other world. It is space. I mean, to be fair, the definition of capital ship is entirely subjective. So
Confirmed.
we're gonna start moving the resource controllers out this way.
Standing by. Move order confirmed. Destination locked in.
At this point, we're now just waiting for the reinforcements to catch up. Most notably, we're waiting for the destroyer to catch up,
Reporting.
and then the Yoinky boys. I think the Yoinky boys
Assigned.
5. I've just unbound group 4.
4 standing by. Group 4 reporting.
Who did I unbind?
2. Group 3 copies. Group 3. Group 1
So
standing by.
you're the bombers.
Group 2 copies.
You're the corvettes.
Group 3.
You're the cap ships.
Group 4 copies. Group 2 copies. Group 1 copies. Group 2 reporting. Group 4
Who
standing
did I unbind? I am now the Suspicioso. But, alright. It's fine for now. And we're gonna move in the Yoink ships. The pirates, the pilots of Grand Larceny. I'm gonna move them in and put them up high so that they descend upon our prospective quarry. Particularly, right, I'm after more destroyers. I use these things to go after the biggest and most expensive ships I could find. To the point where I'm going to build a couple more of them in the eventuality that we come up against something even bigger.
underway.
You know, once we got the money for it. Defenders are fun. We'll grab one. So, I mean, we'll grab it so that maybe I can build. So I can build it when I need it. And the resources are currently moving ahead of the warships, which we don't want.
Moving to destination. Moving to destination. New
Okay.
heading set.
Okay, I don't want them descending.
En route. Move order confirmed.
Yeah,
Coordinates
move them up.
confirmed. On our way.
This thing, when you're tracking, it gets a bit fucky. Okay, so it's saying it's there. Okay, we shall
Resources exhausted. Fleet moving on.
move to here.
Green line confirmed. Group 1 reporting.
Did I just select everybody in the AO? I did, didn't I?
Group 10 copies.
Let's
Destination
move
locked
group
in.
10 back and make sure the salvage boys don't get swept up and destroyed in the fray.
New heading
There we are.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Pursuing targets.
Salvage corvette complete.
Gotcha. Group 1. Moving to
Yeah, so
destination.
send the attack bombers in, send the big boys in,
Attacking capital ship.
and then tell
Group 2
the
under
corvettes to guard the big fleet. Yeah, I figured he must be like out of money or something because he's not doing anything. Yeah, this is why destroyers are great, because they've got 2 iron cannons and 2 massive turrets just to themselves, which is why they're fucking great. I love these things. Hey, you're gonna have to put up with me nerdgasming this entire stream, by the way, because I love this game to bits, and it was my first exposure, my first real exposure to sci-fi.
Group 3 reports
So, so for me, there is no defeating the cool factor of Homeworld. Despite the fact I've played 1 a lot more than 2, so I really look forward to the 2 playthrough, because I will learn
Titan
much
fleet
during the 2 playthrough.
destroyed. Hyperspace coordinates locked in.
Group 3 copies.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Thank you for the follow, Argus. Thank you very much. Yeah. Who exactly are we fighting now? This is the Titan Empire. The same guys who destroyed our homeworld, and they did so because we apparently broke a 4,000-year-old treaty that forbade us from developing hyperspace technology. And the penalty for this was the destruction of Karak. As a result, we're now the only ones left, and naturally, as the orphans of a now dead race, our first move is to go pick a fight. naturally. We already met the Bentusi, who seemed happy. Ah, fuck. Are they human or what? Unknown. You don't ever get to see in this game. All you ever see is that we Karak, we Kashan are human.
It appears to be an Imperial broadcast.
I think you see a bit of the Tydani Empire, and he could be once human, but it's up to interpretation, which is something I also like.
In order to stay clear of these outposts, our course
Kashan Empire is what we are. We are the Kashan refugees in a minute, but yeah.
Hyperspace jump successful.
We haven't cleared the asteroid field. Prepare for collisions. Incoming asteroids must be destroyed before they impact with the mothership. Concentrate fire within this collision envelope. Research Division reports it is now equipped for super capital ship drive technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Sorry, just making sure the dinner didn't burn. Right. Anyway. Alright. Bit of northern India. Because are really quite big. Well, maybe. Oh god, it's this mission. I'm just gonna. I'm just going to dock everything small.
Docking underway. Copy. Roger. Docking with mobile refinery. Ready. Docking with mobile refinery.
I'm just gonna dock everything small.
Docking with mothership. Group 1 copies. Group 2.
And then move Group 2 to
moving to destination.
To be in front of the mothership.
Destination locked in.
Set them to aggressive.
Target acquired.
Means they should shoot the asteroids, right?
You are clear to dock.
Locked on target.
Okay. Oh, I can.
3 has defeated the enemy.
Got it. We're locked on.
I can get that menu, but not sure how.
Group 3 reports victory.
New heading.
So I'm going to use the capital ships to gather in front of the.
Combat maneuver confirmed. Moving while engaging.
Like, give me the wall. Give me the wall.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
And make sure we pull the capital ships in so they don't get bopped by the fucking asteroids as well.
Got it. We're locked on here. Target acquired.
Right, no.
Locked on target.
Get to shooting. Get to shooting. Yeah, that's one. Get the big one. Get the big one. Soonish, please. There we go. It's split into two. Shit.
Target acquired.
So just keep trying. We'll get there.
Target confirmed.
Acknowledged. Docking with mothership. Copy. Docking with mothership. Roger. Docking with mothership.
Make sure everybody who's not a capital ship gets back on the boat. No, just. Oh, sod it. We're not going to be able to stop those ones from getting in, so just make sure we grab the guys who are incoming. Let me have this because Starless came out afterwards. Christ. It's like it's also that, you know, Stellaris is also based on a lot of other properties, so and Homeworld is most definitely one of them. That's a big one. That's a big one. Ouch.
Target acquired.
A lot more coming as well. Come on, quick time, quick time, quick time. Split, split, damn it. That one. All right, get this big guy here. That's it. Split that one up. Get these ones if you can, particularly if we can get the ion to fire at it quicker, sooner rather than later. And that's all of that. Sweet. Grab this before it bops our entire ion fleet. There we go. No, spin around. Yeah, this mission is like. Here we go. We get to start building our own destroyers. I should really started this earlier, but you know. Panic be panic. Okay, so we don't really need to bop that one. We need to bop this one over here. I would like to build a couple of my own destroyers, if at all possible. We'll break up the formation. How much have we got of what? Give me a couple of... You have to manually target them as well. Sucks. A couple of ion frigates whilst I'm here. I would like my own. Please and thank you. And then we're just waiting for the super capital ship drive. And so it's calling itself super capital ship because technically it's counting the frigates as having capital ship drives, but you know.
Target confirmed.
That part is very subjective. Okay. I center my camera around the mothership and then go down. There we go. That's better. Because we are a bit high up at the minute in relation to the mothership because, once again, space is fucky and everything is relative in space. So whilst we've got a silly amount of resources, we will build the other research ships.
Group 3 reporting.
Target acquired.
Whilst we do have fuck you money at the minute.
Research complete.
Fantastic stuff. That's what I love to hear. Give me a couple, please.
We have it.
Locked on target.
You know, as soon as you're building everything else I told you to build. I mean, we are spending a bit of money here. I mean, destroyers are nearly $2,000 a pop, so losing one is a not insignificant loss.
Ion cannon frigate complete.
Reporting. Repairs initiated.
Yeah, please.
Acknowledged. Docking with mothership.
Get them in.
3 copies.
Target confirmed.
As you can. Cute. Alright, easy. Oh yeah, I'd say.
Target confirmed.
I mean, Stellaris is great, but this is the thing. Stellaris is largely a homage to a lot of other sci-fi. So you often get the problem where, like, I found it quite a bit where people think that, you know, this X ripped off Stellaris, when Stellaris is itself, like, very general on purpose. Like, it's supposed to be like a almost a one-size-fits-all sci-fi sort of idea, which makes sense. It's just generic. It's designed to be generic because, like any Paradox game, it's designed to kind of like almost have like a self-insert kind of vibe to it. By which I mean, like, you can create your own stories in it, is the point. And it kind of needs to be generic in order to be able to do that. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love Stellaris. To be fair, we should do some more Stellaris. I feel like at the times, to be fair, we should do a lot more of everything. So, you know, that's another thing that needs to happen. Okay, here's a big number of them, so let's try and get ahead of it.
How far away? Got it. We're locked on here.
Give me the shit. Give me.
Standing by.
Yay.
Group 3 reinforced.
Because the thing is, if you send smaller ships against any of these asteroids, they just crash into it and die. There's a problem with it.
Group 3 reports victory.
Got it. We're locked on here.
Yeah, so we're down to the last research ship.
Defeated the enemy.
Target acquired.
So after this, we don't have to spend any more money on it. Which is purely for my own mental health.
Group 3 reports victory.
At this point, we are bopping asteroids that we think could be a threat to the mothership.
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
Because we managed to get ahead of it.
Utility class ships available for construction. Group 3 reports victory.
New utility class? Oh, it's just saying that it's replaced the research vessel with the research vessel we now can't build. Right, we are largely done then. I think a lot of the other asteroids will pass by us unharmed, so long as we stay within the shadow of the mothership. In the meantime, we get to see the completion of the donut, the science donut. Here it is. Oh yeah, Krispy Kreme. The science donut has been complete with donut hole. Now, in my memory, it used to spin, but I don't know if I'm just remembering that.
Complete.
Yay. As you can see, our Kushan ships are a bit more angular than the Taidani ones. Almost like this, they are designed like wasting no material. As a result, they are ugly.
Acknowledged.
Group 3 reinforced.
I say it's all black and red because it remembered my colors. Kushan ships do not normally have this coloration, but I find it's a bit more like Revengi, like painted these ships because this is like a last mission, as it were.
Course set.
Got it. We're locked on.
Like almost like we know we're a doomed race and we're just going out with a bang. I mean, not that we know that thus far. I mean, to be fair, we knew we were a doomed race in the last mission, and then we kicked the ass of the fleet that came after us. And we did so fairly handedly, actually, so... I don't know if we are doomed, honestly. I mean, we're humans, and humans are never doomed. I remember finding this mission a touch weird. Because, you know, it's just a blow up the asteroids mission. There you go, sport. I mean, yeah, they should just protect the mothership. I think that might have been the last round of them, so now we just gotta wait. I think the idea is that we're supposedly passing through the asteroid field, but... No, I never read it that way.
Docking with mothership. Acknowledged.
Anyone hurt?
Order confirmed.
Let's make sure we...
Group 3 reporting.
heal up the fleet whilst we're here. Especially whilst we're waiting for our other destroyer to finish, because fucking capital ships take a while. Which is the idea, like, losing one is supposed to be a big loss that is not easily recovered from. Which is even worse when you get to the big ships. I don't even remember what they're called. The pure warship above destroyer. Oh, I want to say it's like the assault something. I don't remember. Like this, almost like assault ship or something like that. Right, left. I don't know what game we're playing, but I think I'm winning. Because I think after this we get like a really fucking cool mission. If I remember correctly, we're off to the Gardens of Kadesh after this, which is a mission. Let me tell you.
Destroyer complete.
There it is. Another big boy. Yay. We don't want to build too many pure destroyers because we do get missile destroyers later.
Group 3 reinforced.
Green line confirmed.
That one's... That's actually way off to the side, but... Oh well, whilst we're here, might as well just pop up. I don't know if I climb, I do. Right, that's fine, do what you need.
Target confirmed. Target.
If real life interjects, then far be it for me to stop real life.
Target acquired.
And just pop these. These are like the last of the fucking
Understood.
asteroids that we have to deal with. Now, did we put the repair? No, we didn't. Good.
Roger. Repairs.
Quickly fix the mothership because evidently I missed something. Enter the small email to Freehand. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to run off and, you know, save your cousin who has fallen in with the Mexican cartel or something suitably ridiculous as that. But, you know. So I can't go over the fact that the repair corvettes make the gun sound when they project their reparo beam. It's odd to me. I want to make sure the mothership's in good health. Because I've had it before where I forgot to check on the mothership's health, assuming it healed between missions, and it doesn't. It very much doesn't. If she fell in with the cartel, I'd join her for real. Oh, fucking deadass? No cap. I mean, to be fair, the cartel sounds like a fucking good, gainful employer these days, so... Yeah. If you got an in with the cartel, I'd take it. Because it's not like fucking legitimate employment's fucking gainful these days.
We've cleared the field.
Thank Christ. That one takes a while. It feels paddy, which is weird. Which, I mean, it feels like it's like a filler episode in the anime that is Homeworld.
Incoming Bentusi vessel from the clearing ahead.
Naturally, right? Let me launch the... for fuck's sake. What is up, my homies? What have you got for sellings today? To be fair, no, Mexico's become a bit of a war zone. Yeah, Mexico has gone fucking insane.
Greetings. We have come to trade.
Naturally. Chajit has wares if you have coined drone tech. Oh, I remember these. I mean, I'm gonna take it because I like it, but I'm not gonna build them because I remember drone frigates being a bit shit.
This is a dangerous and unpredictable region. Can you give us information that will guide us?
I use multiple drones to obliterate strike craft. It's just it's the anti-strike craft frigate, but I've never known it to work.
Fear the great nebula. No one returns.
And then they just peace. It's like, hey, what's up? Want to trade? Sure. Also, so we're headed into this massive nebula right here that's directly in front of us. I thought it was just the galactic core, but you see, because it's all black, so it does. I think it is a nebula.
At ease.
But that's just peace. So we're about to head into the nebula. So this is, and in my experience in all things sci-fi, heading into a nebula is never a good idea. But we did do a big jump there, so I'm assuming all these little dotted lines are nebulas. Then, so we've jumped a big way to home there.
The Bentusi said, "No one returns."
Nice and ominous. Yeah, that's all you needed back in 1998 just to make people unsettled. Our fleet's already a bit big. Not the biggest, but it's big. Whoa. I love how weird this feels.
Incredibly rich in energy and resources. Energy levels are so high that our sensors are having trouble compensating. Begin harvesting the nebula while we recalibrate the sensors.
Mothership.
Hang on, that map is sexy. Yeah, it's real cool. Also, 1998 nebula clouds. It's just strings. I mean, there wasn't much you could do back then. Right, in which case,
Standing by.
yeah. So they're on these great big arms here.
Moving to destination.
Send the resource controllers out. Prepare the suck.
Heading set.
I've always had a raging space boner for nebulae. Oh, of course, like they're weird and mysterious, but hauntingly beautiful. So like, nothing else in creation looks quite like them. Always a fun experience. What else have we got? We've got no anti-drone stuff.
Attack bomber complete.
You know, I will risk a drone frigate. And we'll see how they run here and see if they do any better. Not even haunting or mysterious, they're just downright beautiful. Well, yeah, I mean, they're just giant orange and pinky clouds. Like, if the warp exists, I imagine it looks a lot like a nebula.
Confirmed.
Alright. Yeah.
Collection confirmed.
Get to work, you lot.
Roger.
Yeah, like the Homeworld lore is like. Remember, this is a game that came out in the era when you had Suzuka was actually based. Oh, big time. But I mean, obviously, bear in mind, there might be some people here who have never seen this game, and therefore, you don't discuss things too far ahead. But yeah, no, if you're willing to read it, I mean, like I said, remember, this game came out in an era when, games shipped with a manual because they Games shipped with a manual because they couldn't fit all the story in the game because, hardware limitations and memory and that kind of crap. So, I love how the fucking research ships all can't launch at the same time. It's fucking hilarious to me. But yeah. So if you really wanted to know the story, that's why you had the manual. The manual had all of the little gubbins about the law and stuff.
Drone frigate complete.
But I know, to be fair, Emergence, which is not its original name, was it the DLC or DLC expansion pack that came out after the Homeworld 1, which was called Cataclysm. That goes a lot deeper into the lore. Like, as soon as you start looking into lore, you'll inevitably find Cataclysm spoken about. But I have to manually control the drones, huh? Okay.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on. Ready?
All the sensors to progenitors, maybe. Well, like I say, just kind of, try not to talk about deep lore concepts that haven't been introduced in the game just yet. Obviously, as we get closer to the end, I'll care less and less, but
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
In fact, once upon a time, I made an OC Night order in 40k, as in Mech Knights, yeah. Based on what was essentially a Gaia world in the midst of a nebula. That does sound pretty cool.
With the mothership. Sensor instability in this region makes it difficult to identify.
I mean,
Prepare the ambassador.
we are in the middle of a nebula. This is never good. We're just going to quickly consolidate forces here.
Group 1.
Alright, here we go. This is also a really fucking cool cutscene. This game is just cool. I love this game. Fucking weird, man. The thing I've always loved about Gardens Kadesh is it gives me hard Dune vibes. That's D-U-N-E. Yeah, like, Gardens of Kadesh always gives me really hard Dune vibes. That's not a bad thing.
This is the Garden of Kadesh. For 13 generations we have protected it from the unclean. The tyrannic raiders who came before you refused to join and were punished for this trespass. Like theirs, your ship has already defiled this holy place. If you have come to join, we welcome you, and will spare you your ship until all have disembarked. If you have come to consume the garden, you will be removed at once. What are your intentions?
I love how it floats around effortlessly as well.
We were unaware of the significance of this location. We mean no conflict. Please allow us time to repair our engine so that we may withdraw as requested.
If you will not join, then die. There is no withdrawal from the garden.
Beautiful. Kind of screams Stellaris to me. Oh, of course. I say, Stellaris is meant to be broad appeal and generic. Appreciate that this came out like long before Stellaris. Fucking millennials. Again, fucking children don't understand. Don't understand the concept of original content anymore. Oh, it's based off Stellaris. No, Stellaris is based off this, twat heads. Like, Christ.
Delay the attacking ships while Fleet Command charges the hyperdrive module. We should have the range to jump clear of the nebula.
Quick time, there. Lock them in.
Group 1 standing by. Move attack confirmed. Docking underway. Group
time,
1
please.
reporting.
Come on.
Show no mercy. Group 3 reporting. Weapons.
Stellaris own sci-fi. I mean, Stellaris is great sci-fi. It's just it's broad sci-fi.
Docking with mothership. Standing
Quickly,
by.
dock in, and don't auto-launch. Everybody that goes in needs to stay there.
Ready in 8 minutes. Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Understood.
We have no idea where we're going either because it's so fucking murky.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Attention fleet, we have too many collectors here. Expect delays.
Uh-huh.
Resource collector under attack.
Right, where's that drone ship? Let's turn it on.
Contact. Group 2 copies. Resource collector under attack. Local resources exhausted, fleet. Nothing else in range. Roger.
That's actually, it is actually like launching its drone. That's kind of cool.
Resource collectors. Allocate combat vessels to protect them.
Except for the drone fleet. Drone ship that
Mothership.
Frigate under attack. Group 1
they can defend the mothership.
Order confirmed.
Group 3 under attack.
Because we are having trouble with these.
Targets.
Mothership. Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Group 3 reporting. Group 2 copy.
Holy shit. I mean, how the hell are we supposed to counter these? I mean,
Combat stations look sharp.
I'm just going to keep cranking out heavy corvettes in that case. So it would appear we are having trouble dealing with them.
Escort pattern locked in. Group 2 reporting. Group 3 copy.
There we go, we can at least push that off.
Escort pattern locked in.
There we go, that's that. At least that's that mothership dealt with.
Heavy corvette complete.
Local
It would appear all of these smaller fighters are now don't really know what to do. And whilst they're in that state, we shall bop as many of them as possible. I love that soundscape.
Group 2 copy. Destination locked in.
Heavy corvette complete.
Understood. Friendlies under fire. Moving in. Group 2 copy. Group 3
Another one.
standing by. Lock all weapons on target. Group 3. Group 2 reporting. Group 2.
Christ. Since want to finish one Stellaris MP. Oh, dude, I'm with you on that one. I really want to finish the Stellaris MP as well. So when you're talking about doing it when you get your new PC, and I want to finish one. Yeah, of course. No, we can do that.
Standing by.
I would be hella down for that.
Pursuing target.
I tell them to guard the mothership.
Group 2 reports enemy contact. Heavy corvette complete.
Defensive perimeter set. Resource collection.
And now we just keep bopping the Kadeshi fleet hard as we can. That's it, boys. Fuck them up. As I said, once I get my PC, we shall find a day. Agree.
Heavy corvette complete.
Moving while engaging. Moving while engaging. Combat.
And back off. No, get back, you.
Moving while engaging. Local resources exhausted. Fleet. Moving on. Moving while engaging.
Back off.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Don't get too leery. But I think we are taking a heavy toll on the heavy corvettes. Make sure we keep building and launching them.
3 under attack.
But I would like the multi-guns, but not here. Unfortunately.
Moving in. We've got a situation here.
Guard.
Resource collector taking enemy fire.
Group 2 reinforced.
Moving into formation. Resource
Move them out.
collector under attack.
Because I feel like they're all grouping up on that side there.
Resource collector taking enemy fire.
Is there another one? It looks like they're all up there.
Taking enemy fire. Confirmed. Destination locked in. Docking with mothership.
Which
Resource
will-
collector under attack.
Let's retract all of the harvesters in.
Collector taking enemy fire. Coordinates confirmed.
Resource collector lost.
Yeah, there's some stuff over there. Let's go fuck it up.
Combat maneuver confirmed. Resource collector
Come
under
here, come
attack.
Heavy corvette complete.
Resource collector under attack. Combat maneuver confirmed. Resource
Hang out, that fucking mothership behind us. Kill it.
while engaging. Attack run initiated. Resource collector under attack.
To be fair, this drone ship seems to really be doing a good job, so, which is weird. I guess it was an AI issue, so they must have fixed it between the remake and now, so,
Contact.
Heavy corvette.
'cause it do seem real good right now.
Taking enemy fire. Standing by. Docking with mothership.
Make sure all resource collectors are ordered to dock with the mothership.
Group 2 standing by. Group 1 reporting. Group 1 standing by. Supporting friendly units. Fire confirmed.
That's it. Keep trying, boys. We'll get there eventually.
Heavy corvette complete.
Group 3 standing by.
We still got all 5 of our bloody stolen array frigates from the Tyrannics. So we stole 5 of them. We've still got them. Taking them all the way from like nearly Kadesh fucking Karak.
Heavy corvette complete.
There we are. That's it. Pour it on them. Then let them build up.
Resource collector taking enemy fire.
So they get to about half health and then they pussy out.
Resource collector taking enemy fire.
I think that's it there. Yeah, I think he's pussied out. There he goes. I don't know what these fuel pods do, but let's bop them anyway.
The enemy is relying heavily on fighter-class ships. Our research division reports it can design a new type of corvette specially suited to combat multiple fighters.
Thank the Lord.
As soon as possible.
Back what missed. We're currently fighting a bunch of cultists in the nebulas. Just deploy the drones quickly. Deploy the drones and fuck up the Kadeshis as quickly as possible, please. And thank you. Told the remaining corvettes to be aggressive. Yeah, that's the multi-gun. That's what I want. Looking Vicky 3, but not Solara's true Rickster. I mean, not wrong. Yeah. So when it was set up, not when it arrives. And say, Tavo's got a bit of construction to do before then. Cancel that. We're going to need to build these new ships. You just bring them back in. I'm going to set their power to normal. And then bring them back in. Simply so that we don't overextend ourselves too hard. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Hyperspace module charging. Ready in 1 minute.
I mean, we've not done too badly, if you ask me. I mean, we've lost a good deal of our smaller ships, but we've preserved all the utility ships, and that's the important part, I think. And paying for construction service? Okay, good. Yeah, I suggest as much. Because honestly, like, anybody who says, oh, building your own PC is like adult Lego, it's not. Not. Wonder what's going on out this way. Go find out. And they're literally called swarmers. You can't get better than that. Make sure this drone frigate joins the party. And that's a waypoint. I think they naturally replenish their fucking drones over time as they don't take damage. Let's actually have a look at what the hell these drones are doing, huh? Are you actually... So they're not actually deployed, are they? Like, now they're deploying. They're deploying, but they seem to be shot down very quickly. So it's important to deploy them before you
Hyperdrive jump failed. The quantum waveform collapsed due to some kind of inhibitor field.
I bet you it's coming from the mothership.
Continue to protect the mothership until the source is located.
So naturally it just deploys the entire fleet. Naturally. Hang on, look, the drones can't keep up. Yeah, now we just need to bop the Kadeshi fucking mothership and we can get out of here. Yeah, so to be fair, they tend to be pussy, so we get them to about half health and they fuck off. There we go. But they got these long ships here. I love the variance in design. Is that it? We good, bro?
The inhibitor field has disappeared.
Yes, we are.
The hyperdrive is fully functional.
We going to... Oh, yeah, true. I mean, some LEGO sets are literally just fucking build your first supercomputer sets. How long actually is this game? It's not that long, actually. We do have a ways to go after this. The Guardians of Kadesh is only like the first part of the Kadeshi saga, as it were. But I will give you a more definitive answer. It's like... Stop hurting yourself. like how much time in terms of streams? It's what I'm trying to find out. Because we're approaching 3 hours now. Okay, so that was the Gardens of Kadesh. That was mission 7.
The enemy
there are 16 total, so we're about halfway through now.
This field deformed our quantum wavefront and prevented us from making a hyperspace jump. We also observed that the enemy's hyperspace module has an identical power signature to our own.
Interesting.
This raises interesting questions considering our own technology was reverse engineered from the wreck of the car Toba. Our hyperspace systems are now functioning properly, and this jump will carry us clear of the nebula.
Do you still want to get my money back? So instead of going, oh, whoops, my PSU burned through the GPU and CPU, guess you just lost €1,000. Yeah. It's about accountability. So if you're in any way not sure how to build a PC, no, yeah, correct choice. Writer here as well.
Group 1 copies.
Something's wrong. We've been pulled out of hyperspace. We're still inside the nebula.
It's a trap. Sensors detect hyperspace inhibitors in a triangular formation. Even one can keep us from entering hyperspace. All of them must be destroyed. The nebula is still scrambling our sensors, but it looks like we have incoming enemy units.
Let me get it then.
On target.
Again, we offer you the chance to join us and live here in peace.
We cannot stay. We're on a journey.
We are already on our way to kick your ass.
Between us, for we have something in common. The hyperdrive technology left to us by our ancestors is identical to yours. The homeworld we seek may be yours as well.
You will fail. The evil that drove us here will find and destroy you. From you, they will know of us and come here. This cannot come.
Shut up, there it.
Resource collector awaiting orders.
So get the drones deployed then.
It's closing on multiple attack vectors. Engage and destroy hostiles.
Group 3.
Group 1 destroyed.
Let's start ripping into these motherships before they have the chance to build up and overwhelm us.
Attack bomber complete. Enemy unit emerging from hyperspace.
We're under fire. I caught one. Supporting friendly units.
Group 3 reports victory. Group 3
Yeah.
reports enemy
Pull them back.
Underway.
Attack bomber complete.
Watch your 6.
Don't auto-launch.
With mothership.
Mothership. Multi-gun corvette complete.
We've got enemy contact.
Put the multi-guns to guard the mothership.
Escort pattern locked in.
Attack bomber
Are they actually
complete.
doing anything?
Mothership.
All stations reported by the numbers.
Attack bomber complete.
Oh, come on, please. Work with me here.
All hostiles.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Supporting friendly units.
There we go. Now you're actually doing something.
Attack bomber complete.
Apparently these ships are tailor-made for dealing with these swarmers, so we'll see how true that is.
Frigate under attack. Group 3 copies.
Alright, let's heat it up.
Attack bomber complete.
Frigate under attack.
Let's go deal with the
Locked in.
various signatures then.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Moving to destination.
Oh, easy.
Friendlies under fire. Moving.
So these guys are hiding from the Tidan. Yes, that's the thing. They are hiding from the Tidan because the religion stipulates an evil. Now, to be fair, fucking Hover Muhammad said something similar. So it's not like our own people had it's like our own history had a similar myth. So I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna rush down the motherships.
Pursuing targets. Gotcha.
Enemy unit emerging from hyperspace.
This is a cakewalk. No problem.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Going after the multi-beams. To be fair, those multi-beam frigates looks fairly sexy. I would like them. So I do believe I'm going to do a little bit of nicking.
Under attack. Moving to intercept. Roger.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Roger. Standing by.
That's it. Get thieving, boys. That's it. Get thieving.
Supporting friendly units.
Yoink. Hippity hoppity, your ship is now my property. Come here.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Group 3 copies. Friendlies under fire. Moving in.
That's it. Ram it. Kill it, will you, please. Look, you two can back off, please.
Resume combat stations. Group 3 copies. Attack coordinates locked in.
I'm just keeping the battleships from getting in. Just move in, will you?
Standing by.
Just fucking kill him, will you? Like, oh, why half the fleet was hanging up? It was just hanging back. Just shoot them, will you? I've got the firepower to just moiter space sperm. That's what the ship is. Yeah, it is just a massive space sperm.
Defeated the enemy. Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Roger.
And then, yeah,
Moving
just
to destination.
get them.
Enemy frigate captured.
Move attack coordinates locked in. Weapons set to full power.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
We are now thieving enemy ships.
Docking with
What we want.
Group 4 reports enemy contact.
Ready.
Unfortunately, they destroyed one of those ships before they got that far.
Enemy vessels retreating to this point. This reading has been consistent despite sensor interference. It has a friendly signature, but it's not one of ours.
Interesting.
It's the Karatoba.
Hmm.
In fact, metallurgy and structural composition are an identical match to the Karatoba wreckage on Karak.
Interesting.
Deploying friendly units. Standing by. Target confirmed.
And keep the multi-beams. Launch the repair frigates. Quickly.
Repair order confirmed. Frigate under attack. Reporting.
We get that repaired quick as we can.
Frigate under attack. Breach in
What should we
chamber.
Our thieving squad is now dead, so we need to build more of them.
Turrets are clear. Assembly underway.
Like, make money in game. Stop that. Stop that.
Group 3 standing by. Guidance failure. We're losing control. Supporting friendly units.
Frigate lost.
On our way. Moving while engaging.
Group 3
Oh, I lost her.
reports enemy contact.
Hull breach. Hull breach.
Frigate lost. Group 3 under attack.
Oh, that'll be the multi-beams.
Order set. Moving to destination. Moving while engaging.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Cabin pressure dropping.
Group 3 under attack.
We're drawing heavy
Quickly.
fire.
Move them back in.
Lost. Salvage corvette complete.
Roger.
I need to rebuild all of my salvage corvettes.
Frigate under attack.
Group 3 under attack. Group 3 reports enemy contact.
This is the part where it gets hard.
Combat maneuver confirmed.
I've got to clear out all these sodding swarmers.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Engage all hostiles. Combat maneuver confirmed. Supporting friendly units.
Group 3 under attack.
All
Tell
personnel.
the drone ships to
code red.
deploy their drones.
Lost. Salvage
Because I want these
Group 3
fucking...
reports enemy contact.
Frigate
I want these
under attack.
fucking... Ugh.
Pursuing targets. What's our damage?
I want these bloody swarmers dealt with. I mean, there's exactly 16 missions in this game. So 2 streams is the way to go. So after this mission, we are done with this section of the game.
Hull breach.
Frigate lost.
At which point I shall break for food. And maybe be back later, I think.
Group 3 under attack.
Depending on what the ladies like. She... The aggressive ass wipes.
Full power.
At least deploy some of the Nicky ships. Gimme.
Your target. Copy.
Find the healthiest one. Come steal it, please.
Moving to intercept.
Salvage corvette complete.
And go passive. Quickly, go passive.
Frigate under attack.
The swarmers won't let me steal it. Oh well.
Moving to destination.
But we do have some of these multi-guns now hanging around in some number. Not a huge number, but some.
Frigate under attack.
Let's kind of rebuild a bit.
Salvage corvette complete.
Friendlies under fire. Moving in.
If we can't actually use these corvettes to deal with this a bit.
Standing by. Group 3. Attack vector laid.
I want to leave that.
Show no mercy.
There we go. Don't be aggressive. Seek out targets.
Salvage corvette.
That's it. Just deal with the fucking swarmers. That's what I want you to do. It's what that is the very reason you were created.
Mothership.
It is the very literal reason for your existence.
Construction underway.
Kill some more. I mean, we have got these drones out, but they're not... It appears these cunts are so fast, they're fucking... Just don't like Smilaris. Oh, of course. It's a game about aggressive expansion and, you know, actual stuff, so, you know. It has military in it, therefore Ricky think it's stinky. It's fairly simple.
Group 3 copies.
Let's deploy this,
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Where's the... Yeah, give me the repair. Quickly, fix the capital ships that are a bit hurt. So we try and deal with these sodding
Attack vector laid in.
bloody swarmer ships.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Frigate under attack. Target
Yeah. Try and get all of these fuel pods.
Friendly's under fire. Moving in.
But I don't know if they actually have an effect on the swarmers, but I like to think that they do.
Frigate under attack. Frigate under attack.
Sitting there looking at my screen as nothing happens. Not really. That and I disagree with your points, but I appreciate that you're a very different kind of gamer than I am. So.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Ready.
Already lost another bloody repair frigate.
Construction underway.
Repair frigate, repair corvette. All those. Ice. Must things not happen. Yeah.
Multi-gun corvette complete.
Supporting friendly units.
So just kick out all these multi-guns now.
Repair corvette complete.
Christ. Dealing with these little swarmers is such a pain in the ass. Could we get up there and fix him, please?
Repair corvette complete.
Roger. Group 3 copies.
Well, I'm just gonna send all of you. I'm just gonna send all of you through to the next point. Just move on with this mission. Doesn't give me good bait here. My repeaters BDX games.
Reports enemy contact.
That's mean, but it's funny.
Copy. Docking with mothership.
At least you're actually out there doing what I made you for.
This is looking good. Stay tight.
It's taken hits, but it's... There we go. Finally. Jesus.
Copy.
Quickly kick him out. So we're a bit light on resources here, so I'm kind of
Group 3.
apprehensive. So we're going after the ship that's identical to the Cartoba now, just to kind of get it over with. The thing is that this lot seem to be staying put ever since I destroyed their fuel pods, so you know I kind of count my blessings on that one. Now
Standing by.
there are resources, but they appear to be in the middle of the map.
Reporting. Understood. Coordinates confirmed.
So let's actually dispatch the controllers as well
New heading set.
and get eaten.
Ready. Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Make sure all the multi-guns are out.
Standing by. Show no mercy.
I'm telling them to be aggressive because I want all of these swarmers fucking gone. This is some tracking, guys. Yeah, fucking fast target tracking. This many of you can't fucking hit shit. Ugh.
Group 3 under attack.
Group 3.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
Destination locked in. Copy.
Group
Are
3
the
under attack.
Standing by.
Have the drone frigate start projecting their drones.
Understood. Group 3 copies.
Group 3 under attack.
I love the fact that you can hear it as well.
Flak frigate taking heavy damage.
Lovely. Alright, it's just again, he's just a different kind of gamer, Justin. You just gotta appreciate that, I'm afraid.
Move order confirmed. Combat maneuver confirmed.
There it is.
Engaging. Confirmed. Docking with mothership.
I appreciate him just asking what his reasoning is. Well, he seems to believe it's a game in which he sits there and does nothing, which tells me the Justin is not a man who appreciates micro. Justin, the Ricky. That's fuel pods.
Frigate under attack. We're drawing heavy fire.
And it's one of the assault frigates gone. Oh well, I'll live.
Engaging targets of opportunity. Flak frigate taking heavy damage.
Flag frigate, I prefer flag frigate.
Code red. Guidance failure. We're losing control.
Frigate lost.
Group 3.
Awful lot I can do about this.
Mothership.
I'll send out the okay, we'll just launch all. That works too.
Standing by.
I'll send the multi-guns up
Friendly
in a minute.
fire. Moving in. Alright, stay with me.
I mean, now that the destroyers are here, we should be able to make. We should actually be able to win against this mothership now.
Stabilizers offline. Confirmed.
Frigate lost.
I mean, they're only frigates, and I can live with frigate losses. Like a destroyer loss, I would actually be somewhat upset about, but a frigate loss, I straight don't care.
Reports victory.
Friendlies under fire. Moving in. Attack run initiated.
See, I wish I could like tell them to prioritize a certain class of ship.
The inhibitor field has ceased.
And we are out.
Space module back
I am not waiting around. Need 25,000 resources because of all the stuff we didn't gather. That is more than enough to rebuild our fleet on the other side. I'm out. Sod this. Hey. We're about halfway through.
After analyzing the data we collected from the Cartoba
We'll watch this and then we'll check out.
Determine what happened in the nebula.
We're at 3 hours. It's about
While
right.
the Cartoba was
I'm
able
not going to go
leave the
eat
car,
dinner and come
the
back.
ship instead must have tried
Yeah,
to
we'll
hide
watch.
here. They soon resorted to preying on ships passing through the nebula. In time, the nebula became off-limits to all shipping. They developed hyperspace inhibitor technology to trap prey from far away without leaving the safety of the nebula. Eventually, it became the center of their existence, and ultimately, their religion.
Anomaly detected. Override engaged.
I wish to stop. I wish to stop. Please. There we go. Yes.